Everyone, we'll be starting just a second or two. Why don't you guys both say something so we can make sure they can hear you?
Hey.
That is almost English.
Phenomena.
Da 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 da
Phenomena.
da 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 da. Phenomena. Da 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 da.
Oh?
I don't remember how that one goes.
Okay, they can hear all three of us. How do all three of us sound? I changed something in the chain when I realized something was wrong.
And are you okay if all three of us do Muppet bits for the entire podcast?
Not like they have a choice in the matter.
Phenomena. Did you see that new Muppet special?
Yes, I
No,
did.
I did not.
That
but
was
I
so
want to.
that was so fucking
It
good.
was solid. Yeah, it was so, like straightforward. Like yeah. Just do that.
I'm so far behind on
It's
watching
not as
all of the things.
it's no Muppets Mayhem though. I really enjoyed Muppets Mayhem.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people like that.
It was very fun. Also, they had random nerdcore references, which I appreciate.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started then. Welcome to the WtW podcast. We're here to entertain and inform a bit while talking about Digimon. I'm Mark. I run WtW and produce Digimon on Blu-ray.
I'm DevQ, and my brain is currently a shitpost.
And I'm AR Pulver, and my love language is violence.
My favorite thing about getting AR on the show is we'll be like, AR, there probably is news this weekend. Do you want to be on the show? He's like, no, it's not going to be anything important. AR, they talked about food for 5 seconds. Are you available Monday? Probably.
Yeah. Actually, you caught me in an off week between board meetings.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is it's not like I poke at you every week. Like
No.
I only actually poke at you to show up when there is potentially a reason for you to be here. So there's plenty of times when you're not able to, and they don't even know that you were ever asked. So
It's a transition episode between two arcs, so it's
yeah.
an important time to catch up on what happened during the interlude arc of Beatbreak, because there's so much to talk about.
It's weird because they're not treating it as important as as when we swapped from Glowing Dawn to Tactics. And it feels like people have noticed this.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that when we start getting some of the teaser stuff. So, first up, Beatbreak episode 27, Wandering Love. You know, it's funny. When I first thought it was going to be a shipping episode, I was like, ugh, really? And then I'm like, okay, it's going to have fun shenanigans. It'll be fun. I will mentally enjoy it because I've put myself in the right headspace. And that's literally 90 fucking seconds.
I like random shipping episodes.
Yeah.
I think they need to do that shit more often.
Yeah, like it's funny. Like if you looked at the title, the teaser when they first announced the interlude arc,
all Hitomi.
It is all Hitomi. She's in the episode for all of 45 fucking seconds, and I will actually agree with chat. It feels like the term is used too much for shows. It really does feel like a bait and switch, though.
Yes, this is the one time you can actually argue.
Yes,
absolutely.
I would argue
bait. This is what bait and switch actually means. We were promised the potential for Tomoro to be in an awkward situationship, and instead we got this.
Yeah, and I remember
it's also really funny because every time it looks like they're going to give.
Beautiful.
It looks like every time it looks like they're going to give Hitomi a character, it's like, no, she's just here to deliver
Well, that's
the
funny part is, I remember when that episode was there, it wasn't when you were here, AR. I remember telling Dev, like, it feels like they want to use Hitomi, but they have no reason for her to be there, so she just randomly walks through the screen, waves, and walks away.
She's plot delivery service. That has been her last 3 appearances.
Yeah,
she shows up, say, here, something's wrong, you deal with it, and then she disappears.
It's really disappointing because it feels like there's stuff you can do with her.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to get a normal person's perspective on all this.
And here's the thing, she starts to give her perspective, and then something distracts her, and then that's it. But yeah, so we start...
And that's not something to overlook either. Like, she is thinking about Tomoro.
Yeah.
Why is she thinking about Tomoro?
But that's the other thing. The show does not even give us enough to go, okay, she actually does like him. It may be she's just worried about
It's not
someone that
even
she knows is off doing shit.
It's not even a case of whether she likes him or not. It's like, is she taking his, like, oh, he's, kind of off doing his own thing. Should I be off doing my own thing? Like, there might be something going on with, like, she might have a character arc
Yeah.
and they just don't want to talk about it.
Chat actually had the best input on. She's a ghost game character.
Jesus.
And I hate how accurate that is. So,
that's awful.
We start with her looking at the egg, and like we said,
It's so mean.
She's thinking about what Tomoro said when he left
it.
school, which, like AR pointed out, is really interesting because it's not necessarily shipping. It may be that she's trying to work through what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then she walks past the funny part is I can't tell if they want him to be disguised or not, which makes it funnier, is Mummymon.
Mummymon is cosplaying Mummymon.
And then here's where I stop for a moment. It's like, it's weird because did they ever clarify if she found out that Tomoro's okay? Because the last time she saw Tomoro, he was being kidnapped.
That was the last time she delivered the plot. Yeah. That's right.
And fortune teller wants to make her love come true, and then wraps the bandage, and we get the glow. Are we a little disappointed that the glowy pink eyes weren't like hearts?
Nah, that's a little much. I don't mind that.
I kind of wish they were, just because if you're gonna go that cartoony, and then we get glowing dawn.
On the nose.
Yeah, you're probably right. So glowing dawn shopping, Gekkomon's hungry. Pristimon, I really like Pristimon with the tea because she doesn't drink it. She doesn't overtly care. She just likes smelling the tea, and she's like,
It works. It really works with her though because she enjoys the experience,
but not
rather
the tea.
than the taste of it. Yeah, she doesn't actually drink the tea.
Well, so here's the
smell it out of nice flatware.
So here's the funny thing is, and someone in chat pointed out, I think they do animate her drinking it once. They just don't give us a reaction to I don't remember if she had a reaction to it or not. Has she drank it and doesn't like it? Or is that just because they've said Digimon don't eat, but we've seen multiple Digimon eat, and they don't overtly detail it.
Has no problem with it.
Yeah, but we saw it was Burpmon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't detail it past that, and I would like them to because they made such a big deal out of it.
Yeah. I think it was maybe more of a taste. It's more of a consumption thing for fun rather than it actually gives them e-pulse, other than Burpmon.
Maybe. And then
I don't think food is actually sustenance for them. It's just something. It's just a little treat.
It's hard. Gekkomon seems to actually get tired without food though.
Yeah, but I think that's just him.
Maybe. Yeah. And then Hitomi shows up to say hello. And here we get a vague mention of her being worried about him, which I guess can be considered follow-up to him being kidnapped. But when she was worried about him having left school and not being kidnapped earlier, I don't know. And then
I feel like they probably texted her. It's like, hey, he's not dead. We're good.
And then Reina is the ship freak.
Yes.
This
is what we mean by we want all the I don't say what you want about people actually getting together. It's the reactions to that sort of thing. That's the fun
Reina
part.
Gets the reaction. Trotmon's mostly confused, and Tomoro doesn't really know what's going on. And Reina bashes Gekkomon so that Tomoro is free.
Yeah.
Hitomi takes Tomoro to her favorite place, which it's weird in that we don't.
Something's going on with Hitomi.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're ever gonna talk about it.
Yeah, it feels
something's going on with Hitomi.
Yeah, it's weird because it feels like when she was introduced, she was kind of like the running around bubblehead, and now it's her favorite place is this place to sit quietly and be introspective, but she doesn't do that as a character that we've seen.
She's going through something.
Yeah, and then everyone's spying on them. And then Mummymon's very excited about the e-pulse of love. And then
you do you, buddy.
Okay,
you do you, my guy.
I like how Hitomi's voice starts to get a little tweaked.
Yeah.
The yandere voice a bit.
Yeah.
And then Mummy-mon's bandage grabs Tomoro and it explodes in pink. She wakes up, freaks out, and runs off, which is funny because this does not happen to anyone else. This is literally only done to her to get her out of the plot.
Yeah, like I don't know if I don't understand if Mummy had any reason to just take it off of Hitomi. Like it's
So it's
more like
so
I understand switching to Tomoro because he's got more potential E-pulse to take from like that part I understand.
yeah.
It's is there a reason to take it off Hitomi
Yeah,
other than plot?
yeah, that's exactly. And then we Reina and Makoto are confused, and then at base, Tomoro's acting very odd. Geckomon's very
I
happy
like that
because he's
I
boiling a
like
bunch of
that
eggs.
I like that Rain and Makoto are confused and their justification for it is wow, how somehow he messed that up. Like,
Like
dude,
you failed horribly.
how
Like
did
you fumbled big time.
how did you screw that up? She was
See,
into you.
see, I don't know how they're confused about it because when she showed up, they were there to see that he had no idea what was happening. And he legitimately did not have any idea what was going on.
Yeah.
So that he actually screwed that up isn't that surprising, to be honest. And
Oh,
then,
it's not surprising. It's just that they're. I mean, they're surprised that that like this was a slam dunk, dude. How like wow, you
and
have no game, buddy.
and bless them, they do the Kyo's like, I want to give him space over his heartbreak. And then Tomoro's is trying to feed eggs to Geckomon, who's very confused by it. And also
Would
angry
be
that they're out of
too.
eggs. And then the bandages grab everyone else. Mummymon's very pleased about this. Right as Pristymon and Trotmon turn the corner. So, is Trotmon this dumb?
He's
He's
obsessive
young.
about things, but he's not very observant.
But what I mean is like
He's
he thinks he sees someone, and his whole thing is like information and like seeing things. So you think like if he thinks he saw someone there, he would be interested in figuring out why.
I don't know. The last time he went to go investigate, thinking he saw someone, he kind of got knocked out.
Yeah.
he has no backup.
And then the Digimon start getting very confused. Makoto, who's grabbing Trotmon, and then Trotmon's very confused as he fakes fights him because Makoto wants this. Kyo bumps into. Go ahead.
Makoto's love language being quality time is that's scary. That's
It
like
is,
oh,
but
that's
does it
really
also?
weird.
Oh, that
That's
poor
But
baby.
it
yeah.
also feels like they pick that because they don't have anything else to give him to do.
Hey, I dissected it. I call it as I see it. Like
Yeah.
yeah, you're probably right, but like that says something.
Yeah.
That says a lot more than the writers probably understand
Yeah, and
about
then
Makoto.
Kyo
Like
bump
they gave Makoto more they gave Makoto more interesting character
than he did in
development in
his
this
episode.
episode than he did in his episode
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Then Kyo bumps into Makoto, and then the Weird Eyes appears as he brushes Cougarmon. Pristymon's looking for tea and shows Pristymon the tea set she wanted. Also, a giant
And
bag
yeah,
filled with teas.
meanwhile, Reina's love language being receiving gifts totally on that
Yeah,
tracks completely.
it really Reina and Tomoro both fit their characters in that dealing with if you were to remove their limiters, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah, Remy was asking like, why are you looking up love languages? What's this about? It's like I had to explain.
And then Geckomon. I'm trying to decide if Geckomon could actually eat too many boiled eggs, basically. Like, I get it's for the funny, but like,
Yeah,
with how much we normally see him trying to eat.
everyone has to have a
And
limit at
then
some
Reina
point.
bought Pristymon outfits, and Trotmon's scared. I see. This is where like everyone starts to realize something's a bit off. It feels like Pristymon should be the one most aware, though.
You'd think so. I mean,
It's
Pristymon's
like,
the
wait,
most
you're
in
usually
the.
really stingy with money.
Yeah.
Why are you shopping on
She's the
Temu?
most. I mean, she's the most in trouble. Also, isn't there supposed to be like this weird tomboy thing going on with Pristymon, and suddenly she's getting these cute dresses? I think Pristymon would have a reaction.
I think that they have not figured out what to do with Pristymon or Reina, so they're used at whatever point they can at this point.
I think yeah. I think Raina's. I think that's a conversation that's going to happen in a future episode
And
with
then
her.
Reina calls Maki to try to borrow money. I will say, did you love? I love the animation of Pristimon with the communicator running around.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like this just feels like a bad idea to borrow money from Maki.
Also, uh, am I wrong, or did they not say they were out of eggs when Tomoro then pops up with a bunch more eggs?
I just assumed he went and
He
acquired more
probably yeah.
eggs.
He
I
probably just got
guess.
Just
more.
for
I guess.
Gekomon.
And
Reina
then
told him to. I mean, Reina did tell him to get more.
yeah, and this is where, and here's where we see just how dumb the Digimon are. The Digimon now decides something might be wrong. And to Pristimon's credit, Pristimon notices the bandages finally. Trotmon analyzes them instantly. They're like, "Oh, Mummymon, that fucker's here." And then Kyo made an ugly little Cougarmon figure, 18 of them using fur.
Oh boy.
And weirdly, Cougarmon has not figured out something's actually wrong, despite him dodging Kyo. Then he realizes the bandage, and then Kyo starts to sniff his fur.
It's nice to get Cougarmon
Like, oh
involved
yeah,
And
in
then
this is
the
too much. This is too
weirdness.
much for me.
And then the shot of the episode when the Digimon are all hiding up above, Cougarmon can't, so we just get Gekomon trying to hold him with the tongue.
Cougarmon in
It's like,
on the
he can
silliness
almost
is
reach
all
me. Please save
I
me.
needed that a lot.
And then in pops Yoshi. And
I
then
just wanted to stop by and hang out. Without,
yeah.
First off, you're a grown man, dude.
I mean, what else does he have to do with his life?
All he has is a collection of shirts that he doesn't want people to touch.
He has a car. Go somewhere.
And then they tie everyone up and take them to the
He
bar.
did. He went right over to Kyo's place.
Okay, so
Oh,
now
God.
here's an interesting one. They detail what's going on with Maki, and she goes, "There's no wanted for Mummymon, but it could be a Ghostmon from 3 years ago that's evolved."
That's
That
really good recollection there.
yeah, I was gonna say like that.
It's a bit of a reach.
Yeah,
That
that's
is, yeah.
like if she could have said like, "Oh, there's a Ghostmon that could fuck with emotions," or something that
Mhm.
lines up with this, but instead just like, "There's a ghost. It's a mummy. It's probably the same guy."
Yeah, because Ghostmon can only evolve to one thing, I'm sure. It's Digimon.
Yeah.
Who knows what the hell he evolved
Yeah.
into?
I will say I love them going off on their own to Mummymon. I'm just amused by like the Digimon walking together. And then Mummymon
I like that Mummymon was staying undercover for 3 years and then just shows up in the middle of a railroad track.
well, especially when you consider they talk about how hard it is for Digimon to get E-Pulse, even like taking it.
Yeah, he's got to be doing it somehow.
But not only that, he's apparently
Although I suppose,
he's evolved multiple levels also.
yeah. I mean, I suppose if you get into the rack, you start small, get into the racket a little bit, just have a little bit for sustenance, and then eventually
Yeah.
kind of expand operations. And you know what? Fortune tellers make people stupid anyway. So
Yeah. And Mummymon wants
Yeah.
to know how they feel about the love, and he's not going to restore them. And so they kind of mentioned it earlier. Mummymon is a much higher level than everyone here to such a degree that they mention it, and then like Cougarmon's rushing into attack, Mummimon's fighting back, and like nothing is actually happening to Mummymon.
oh no, no.
And then the humans show up getting chased by Yoshi. She says they got away. How? They were tied. They were tied up.
They're young and spry, and he is old.
I don't know how well. We don't know how well Yoshi ties knots.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
Yeah, he doesn't seem the type of guy that's in the Shibari.
I'm
and
not. Oh God.
and then we get a
That's a different kind of. That's a different kind of shipping.
we get a flashback to Ghostmon with his partner. You know what? Look, it makes sense. I would like it to not be so stereotypically basic. The girl grew up, decided she fell in love, and throws away the partner. I get it, but it's almost too.
Like, my boyfriend doesn't like my cat and or dog. I have to get rid of them now.
It's too basic.
I mean, it's very simplistic for Beat Break, but you know, even that.
To be fair, I'm not even sure that's true.
I will give it. I mean, I'll give it that. Like it's pretty bad. Like it's so for Ghost Game.
Uh, Mamimon comments being in love is important, and Gekomon points out he wants to share things with the normal Tomoro. He wants him to wake up. Mamimon wants Tomoro to just do what Gekomon wants, and Gekomon, as you'd expect, headbutts him, which dissolves the bandage, and Tomoro flips out at Gekomon before he figures out what's going on.
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cop-outs in this third act.
Yeah, there's another cop that was
Yeah.
when the evolution sequence started, were you actually surprised it ended up being Armalizamon?
No,
Kind of
It's
I think
half and half.
they're gonna hold off on the big guy until it's
yeah.
real.
And then Armalizamon's going to free everyone. Turns around and they've all been headbutted. And Cougarmon comments he does not want to be
Also,
sniffed.
how exactly was Armalizamon going to free everybody?
Yeah,
He said he was gonna like slash those.
Just gonna chop their arms off.
Yep. And they turn around to find Mummymon crying, wondering why isn't trying to please someone proof you love them. And he realizes his mistakes. He just wanted to be with his partner and be loved. And this is where
I'll die.
And this is where the overall like theme of the series does fit in, where Kyo pointed out he can start over and try again. And Mummymon wants to know if he can be like Glowing Dawn. Kyo, sure he can.
Didn't we establish last episode that that even doing that does not actually give you a new start? Like, you still gonna remember all the trauma.
And then Mummymon comments on
he
him
gets to
being
be a
kind.
pet now.
I do like Mummymon commenting on him being kind, because there was a decent period of 10 or 15 episodes where it felt like if they were going to actually be a more mature series, that Kyo something was going to pop up with him, and it still might, but like they're past the point of doing like the weird dark reveal.
I don't know. One thing I noticed is that of all those expressions of love, Kyo was the only one who found something for him, who's dealing with it himself rather than, doing something that would please his partner.
I mean, technically, he was being pleased by getting lots and lots of pets and brushes.
Yes.
He was, and then he's just like, okay, I have enough fur. I'm just gonna make these dolls and cuddle those myself.
But also, like, Tomoro was really happy making those eggs. And then we finish with everyone eating, and Tomoro gives
Tomoro's love language is acts of service, which also tracks for his character.
And giving a Gekomon an extra piece of bacon.
Uh-huh.
And then Reina isn't returning Pristimon's cup either, which is where it feels strange, because just 2 episodes ago they point out that now they're actually more destitute than they were before.
She just is going to take her a long time to pay Maki back.
Someone actually pointed this out when the episode aired a couple days ago. They shouldn't have had them lose the money, and they should have just said that Reina spent it all here. That way it wasn't quite the cartoony, oh, there was damage and it's for the money they had.
It is a bit of a, like, really? We are gonna completely reset this episode for the end of this episode? Like, this is, like, you're allowed to have a little progression even in a pretty meaningless episode. Like, it's okay.
And then we finish
they can fix, like, if they want to fix the damn TV, no one's gonna mind.
And we finish with the most terrifying thing. Kyo wanting to know if anyone wants the Cougarmon figure since he has tons of them. No one does.
Yikes.
It is a fun episode.
Maybe he did a better job.
Look, it is a fun episode before a new story arc. But it was a much milder and less fun episode than I feel like a lot of people were hoping for. Because, we said at the beginning, it really was a bait and switch for what, like, the expectation was. So it ended up kind of mild.
I agree, and in a lot of ways, it does feel like they felt like the need, because this was in these breather episodes, they did feel like all three kind of held back on something. Like, they could have explored all three of these could have explored their concepts a lot further, and they didn't, because it's like the weird these episodes don't really mean anything.
Well, that's the thing is I really disagree on that, and I don't even like them calling it interlude for a key reason. The first one, it does follow up on them needing a break after everything that happened.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
The second one, it is a follow-up to one of the more liked episodes of the series. But, like,
And that also felt like they could have gone further with it.
No, they absolutely could. It felt disappointing because, and I said this last week, it feels like like that end of episode. Oh no, what's going to happen to him? And it's just, oh, he was in the Coliseum for an hour.
Which is, I mean, I like that.
Yeah,
That I'm
I
okay
didn't.
with that. That was
Yeah,
like, okay, like,
it's a fun. They were
I mean, it's
they were
not.
fun episodes. They do hold back too much in them.
I mean, he was supposed to be cold-hearted, so I think his
Mm,
terror was justified.
Yeah, they're dragging him off to like some ominous room. They're gonna waterboard his ass, and it's like, oh no, into the Coliseum with you, and lose to Raito immediately.
Yeah.
yeah. So Mummymon was.
I will agree with this that I don't like that they called this the interlude arc.
Yeah, I don't.
That is like, just don't, like, you don't have to tell us that it's not
It
gonna matter.
it see that's the thing is because to me it did matter. It feels like they're trying to cop out any complaints about it by going, oh, it
Yeah, a
was an
little bit.
interlude in between arcs, and it's like, I'm sorry if that's what you had for 3 episodes and you're trying to like hand wave it away. That's kind of like shit production, honestly.
This world is robust enough that you can have interesting situations that don't advance the overarching arc. You can have
Yeah.
a couple episodes here and there. Even the Tactics arc and Glowing Dawn
Oh,
arc had fairly
tac
meaningless episodes.
the one thing me and Dev like.
Tactics eternally eating shit.
Yeah, the one thing me
Yeah.
and Dev like really agreed on with Tactics is a lot of that arc did not do anything.
Tactics was pretty crap.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Like, look at this elite team of mercenaries,
look at
and
these elite teams and
never
watch them
they never
episode after episode.
they never deal with the elite thing ever again, to the point that I'm still upset that they had an actual like poster with a catchphrase and it was perfection versus freedom. Where was the
Yeah.
perfection? In fact,
Right?
were they even fighting like on the side of freedom, really?
No.
Yeah.
they're just kind of there.
Okay, so
No.
cast for this episode. Mummymon was Takumi Yamazaki. He was Katsuji in Hunters, and in Ghost Game he was the mercy face of Asuramon.
The other thing I had to say about the perfection versus freedom thing is, if you think about Naito, who decided to abandon his post to go chase down Kyo, he chose freedom in the end, and look what he got for it. Like, that's not exactly representing perfection or representing freedom very well. Like, he changed,
weird.
he switched sides too, and he got his ass kicked.
Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready for the roles of who they got to play Mummymon?
Yes.
Cyborg Ninja / Gray Fox in Metal Gear. Bonsai and Gintama. Various characters in Dot Hack. Mickey and Initial D. Mquavi and various Gundam stuff. Fario and Ray Earth. And some dubbed over content is quite good. Are you ready?
Yes.
He's Rom in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. In the Japanese dub of Power Rangers in a few episodes, he's Pudgy Pig.
Oh.
And are ready for
they specifically have an actor for Pudgy Pig.
Yes. And are you ready for the best one?
I had a figurine of that.
Are you ready?
His Pudgy Pig was great.
In South Park, he's Philip.
I also like the fact that they have a cadre of voice actors, that you have specifically one person to voice Philip is also wild, considering how most of South Park is just like 3 people.
Yes. And then Arena Goto played Ghostmon. She did various bit roles in Ghost Game. Her biggest role so far is probably she's the mini version of Dende in Dragon Ball Daima. And it's weird, they don't normally do different voices in the Japanese. That was like an early dub thing that even the dub kind of stopped doing most of the time. So that Beatbreak has leaned into it multiple occasions. Feels a bit odd. And then next episode is episode 28, Gift, which is the beginning of the Gift arc. And we'll get into some previews of that in a minute. But first, some production art from episode 26 of Haromi. Very good. I love when we get the production art.
Like, yes, let me see all the background animation.
And then we get the line animation of Commandramon protecting Haromi from towards the end of the episode. And then they went hog wild on the character art.
This is all amazing, especially the fact that Kaito and what's her name have the same underlayer.
I'm just amused that I remember when they introduced Teoludamon, and we all went, man, it feels like that QR code's going to come back to bite them on the ass. And it did. The funny part is, the Greymon one, that is still the adventure profile art. They just added a little scar to it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. That one's wild to me that it's the same. Then we get a profile of Miharu from the gift arc. They've blanked out. Blanking out the voice actor feels like a weird one. And they've done this on a couple characters, like, to try to build a pipe. And then, like, it doesn't, like, they're like, oh, this is Haromi. He's going to be super important. But we're not announcing the voice actor right now. And then, like, 2 days later, they announced the voice actor. It's like, okay. It, like, was not...
that guy.
Or they announced that one VTuber in advance and barely showed up.
Yeah.
She's done more press for the show than half the cast has. That's the funny part is me and Dev even commented, like, she's still doing press for it now. And
anyway,
then,
back to Key the Metal Idol here.
Yeah.
Oh, you did too? I'm glad somebody else has.
Well,
I'm glad somebody else was forced to think about Key the Metal Idol this decade.
So here's the other thing. I'm often the person who, when someone goes, oh, it looks like character X, I'll go, no, it doesn't. The initial reaction to the poster, it was never going to be the crossover that some people imagined, but I don't disagree that out of context and with the extra compression that made stuff look redder, it did look kind of like Eugen.
I can see that now, yeah.
It's weird because, like, when we've seen art of this character, she has, like, a rounder face, and she's drawn so fancy on that poster where her face is, like, slimmer.
Yeah. I mean, Eugen is basically Key the Metal Idol when you think about it, so...
So, we will see what comes up here. Do they have to blank out the height? Like, I'm sorry, but some of it's...
we saw the screenshots in the episode. She's standing next to someone. It's not too hard to kind of figure that out.
Yeah, some of it feels like... I hope if they're building up the mystery, it's worth it. I just don't know if it is. Especially since we've seen her for 3 fucking weeks in the ED. Because it feels like they should not have started that one that early. I still think that's weird. And then...
they wanted to hype it up.
And then in V-Jump, they basically just go over like, oh, she's the key to the story. And they weirdly give her and weirdly, despite everything being blanked out, they give us actual information. She has a somewhat ephemeral and mysterious aura. She will become involved with Tomoro and his friends in the new arc. And then they go over the tactics and clay stuff.
Yay.
I'm curious. The episode previous for this show have been strange, so it's kind of interesting. So we'll see. And then AR's favorite topic, stuff from Digimon Con. A second social media campaign for Digimon Up, of which we have not really seen gameplay. There is no date, but they keep doing social media campaigns. And a few people got upset when I said, based on how they count stuff, they could say they've hit it even if they don't. And people go, no, that's not what it is. They're not doing these. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, when they are...
This is that Digitama before trial over again.
Yeah.
Oh god. No, nothing is as frustrating as that.
What I'm saying is like they're like
no more nade.
Like the bottom like here's the thing. The bottom thing says 30,000 new followers. You can take that however you want. They could go, it's 30,000 from when they put it up, or they could go, oh, we hit it already. We're already over 30,000. Because here's the thing. They don't want to put up when this is done and go, oh, this has been up for months, and we did not get 30K. Now, they're going to hit it regardless, but they're not putting numbers that, like, are questionable.
Yeah, they're gonna go, look at how much participation we have. This is
Yeah.
great.
I thought it was. I just assumed it. I don't expect there to actually be gameplay. I thought it was just a gotcha.
Well, that's the weird thing is, until the first campaign, it seems a lot of people did not realize this was going to be gotcha.
I just
Oh,
assumed it was a VPET with gotcha stuff in it.
it's a
That's
gotcha.
That
No,
is what.
I saw the thing at Digimon Con. I'm like, oh great, a gotcha. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna pay attention to this unless there's a story attached to it, like Rear Eyes. I do not care.
Yeah, I don't think at no point did. Yeah, it gotcha.
There is nothing with Digimon Up that makes me want to engage with it at all.
And so the weird thing for me is this: it's not, like I don't play gotcha because ripoff don't want to deal with it. The people who are most upset about gotcha also play card games.
they're
Yeah.
their own form of gotcha. It's like,
No, but that's what I mean. Like people be like, "Oh, it's gotcha. It's terrible. There should not be gotcha." But then I will see this person buying card packs. It's like that is the same thing.
it's like you're still gambling.
It's gambling. That's this or that or
Yeah.
this or that or your Madden Ultra team. It's
And then Digimon at Tokyo Summerland pre-summer event has been announced starting April 25th, and they will have more updates soon-ish. So April 25th to June 29th at the Tokyo Summerland theme park. Weirdly, they are doing two themes, which is Beat Break and all Digimon. They keep doing stuff where Beat Break isn't alone, and it does not really bode well for how it's doing, to be honest.
I assume they had like the standees in storage from other events.
So that's the
like,
thing is these do
out.
not appear to be the same standees, I don't think. So one of the things they announced, Beach Splash, they're going to do a splashing water show to Butterfly, Mad Pulse, and Brave Groove. Brave Groove, it was the second ending theme, right?
Yeah, with the idol group
the one
that looked like they all had,
that was the
consumed
creepiest
potatoes.
shit ever. That holy shit, the makeup they put on them, holy crap. And they have not been using that song for 3 weeks.
But it does slap.
They'll have various standees around the park for Beat Break with the lighting from the initial teaser posters, and the all Digimon key art, and some of them will be up to 6 feet tall. Mugen Dramon and Murasimon is what I assume. And then collaboration food and drinks at 6 things in the park. So the all
This is what AR really came
yes
for.
I'm always here for the drinks.
The all
food.
Digimon themed drink with egg-shaped cups while supplies last. They did not tell us what everything is made out of, though.
They know better.
Yeah.
They learned their lesson.
Now, the funny part is, this is like the most appealing drink we've seen. It looks like it's just like cherry soda and soda water. And also fried chicken, which is also safe.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Then B which is the Makoto and Trotmon's lemonade. Lemonade safe, but also what's the blue at the bottom?
What's
the blue?
Just lemonade.
Fucking Curacao.
Probably.
Probably.
Then here's where we get a bit more dangerous. Reina and Pristimon's almond drink.
Oh.
Now I have some here's the thing. We can see what looks to be red liquid. Then we get white stuff in the middle with darker red stuff on top, and then some sort of cream on top. I want to know what this is first. Because
I am concerned.
That is not the color of almond.
Yes, this does not scream.
I assumed just looking at it's like, oh, maybe it's like strawberries and cream.
Maybe, but they call it almond drink, which is concerning.
Yeah, if it's strawberries and cream, you don't lead with almond.
Yeah. Okay, and then we get Glowing Dawn's sweet and spicy soy sauce grilled beef bowl. Now, this does not appear to be to my taste, but this makes sense. There's it is a beef bowl. It has
gyudon's really popular.
It is basically gyudon with a soft boiled egg and a few pieces of nori.
They need to make they need to be making the crap that Glowing Dong actually has to eat.
Yeah, this is normal. This is I don't know if I've had soft boiled egg on gyudon, but it's fine. Kyo and Marasimon's chicken steak skewers. This is just them going back and forth between chicken and steak. I can't tell if it's going back and forth or if it's separate skewers. They only show one skewer, and to me, it kind of just looks like chicken, but a few pieces on there are cooked enough that it could be beef.
Maybe it's chicken fried steak.
I don't think so.
I don't. That's not what chicken fried steak looks like.
Yeah, that looks like grilled chicken to me.
No, it's not.
So we'll see. And then Tomoro and Gekkomon's hamburger bento.
Of
Big
course, it has
fucking
a
egg.
fucking egg.
Yeah,
With a big fucking egg on it.
I feel like this does. When you look at everything, does this feel like it looks like a decent amount more expensive than every other food item? Honestly,
It's got more
I
components.
mean, I would have assumed like the gyudon would have been at the top.
That's
but
what I
it
would
was just
think.
like, okay, it's just a. I guess because it has like the sides and
I
stuff.
guess.
I mean, it's
I
like
don't
just
know.
by quantity.
Maybe. And then with every food item, you get a clear file based on the different art that will be throughout the park. And we should be getting more stuff for that shortly. And it'll be running for 2 months. So if anyone's visiting Japan and they want to go to a park, Digimon
you can
stuff.
tell us what the red stuff is.
Yeah, I feel like here's the thing. The all Digimon themed drink, I don't know what the flavors, but it looks like a normal drink. Our primary drink concerns is what is the blue on the lemonade? Because here's the thing, there's plenty of good things that it could be, but we've been tricked enough.
We've been burned before.
And then the almond drink, like here's the thing, if you said this was like some sort of slushy milkshake, it would make sense.
Yeah.
It's the almond part.
Yeah, but you say it's almond.
I mean, the important thing
like,
is
this like the shit from Iron Lung?
They kept the sesame away from the drinks this time.
Don't tell them that. They'll make a Joe drink.
Tell them they're always threatening to make a Joe drink. There will be a Joe drink at some point in the future, and we will review it.
And then Card Apocalypse. So Lekismon and Cressmon. These are both just kind of nice, a bit cartoony. A few things that'll be familiar to people who played Time Stranger.
I like the colors.
Yeah. And then, this is the one that surprised everyone. Cyber Engage. It is the cover art to the Atmon 3DS game.
Well, this is such I know we've been planning for years about wanting to get Atmon in the card game. This is just a little okay. We're going this far, huh?
Well, here's the thing you have to be terrified by.
I never asked for this.
Here's the thing you have to be terrified by. What they've decided to do is that every set has a specific number of Atmon stuff in it, but there's only so much actual Atmon stuff, and we're a year into it now. Mm-hmm. So they have to start getting eclectic. So here, the cover to the game that no one bought.
Yep.
Then Tamer card Kazuki and Itsuki, which are the player, character, and rival based on who you choose. Here's the thing. It was funny. When I put this up, it is the most that I've ever seen people be confused on who someone is.
I only know who these are because of that Best Tamer tournament I ran a couple years ago. I was required to put these two in the same entry. That was the only reason I know who they were. So I saw when I saw that in the notes, like Kazuki and Itsuki, aren't they from the Atmon game? Why are they? Seriously?
Oh, they're here.
Yeah,
they're here. Let me see how much they lost by. You can keep going. I'll get back to you.
Then we get.
I'm not going to pretend that I want to see how bad they got beaten.
Then we get Offmon playing a game on his own, which is fun, especially since ignoring the button layout, the actual physical shell of the console he's playing appears to be a Pippin.
Huh.
And here's the thing: while everyone knows that it's the Apple Pippin, do you know who made the Pippin? Bandai.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
be able to use it, it's probably
No, to be clear, it is like the shell shape of a Pippin. The design of the top is not the Pippin. Like the Pippin had like 10 fucking buttons on top.
Okay, I pulled the results for the best tamer tournament
2 votes.
that I ran. No, actually, they got 20% of the vote against Sayo. I'm surprised.
And that
really.
Yeah, I mean it's
Someone's
80-20
definitely
still.
vote
It's like
stuffing.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like Sayo still won
Yeah.
80-20. Like it wasn't close, but still, that's better than I would have expected.
Then we get Logamon and Shootmon. I like how these have like Logamon's kind of like pointed up to the left, Shootmon's down to the right.
Very nice balance. To
Everyone
the,
forgets
have them
Logamon
side by
exists because
side.
he wasn't used in the anime.
But he's a cute puppy.
They'll find a way to get him.
And then Toma with new art of him standing there being Toma.
That's Tom, all right.
Yep. Wanyamon.
Yep, he's
Wanyamon gets such great little art.
I love it anytime he shows up.
Oh yeah, Wanyamon is.
And then Galmon gets like really fucking good art of him looking at this, like looking off over a cliff face with the. This is
like very. It's very Mega Man.
It is, but you know what throws me off? If you look at his head, doesn't it look like the Star Fox puppets?
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh man.
Then we get Mirage Gal.
I can't unsee that now.
Yeah, that's.
Then we get Mirage Gal.
I hope I don't end up getting that card.
And a parallel card. So, me and Dev have talked this before. I don't like them that they're now doing the parallel with the normal at the same time. It like diminishes both of them because we're seeing them side by side.
Yeah, because one of them's always losing essentially instead of standing on their own.
Yeah, there's one you want.
I will say I think both of these are cool though.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say which one you want.
I think the parallel's more dynamic though. Then Gear Force Village, which that is certainly a drawing of that throne area, but without Fatty on it. Like, it's weird, because, like, he is, like, the central thing about that town, and he's just not there. That's menacing, and it was menacing in the game. Then we get the Paradise Coliseum, which a number of people noted, it doesn't quite look like this in the game. And I'm trying to think if that's because of the angle, or if it's actually just, like, this is more like concept art. You know what's weird? Does this look more like a Pokemon arena?
Yes, especially because like in the
Like,
middle,
yeah, you can
it
see
looks
like
just kind of like at a glance, looks like a Pokeball.
It looks like a Pokeball and everything, yeah. And then we get as a follow-up,
it's Sword Shield all over again.
Then we get Bearmon, which this is the Bearmon brothers from earlier in the game. Earlier in the set, we got just the younger Bearmon looking sad. And then Grismon in a mirror image to the other Grismon in the set. The other one was pointed the other way. It was daytime and did not look quite as angry.
This one's pissed.
Yep. Then we get Great Grismon and Calismon. Great Grismon fits into like the Grismon ones we saw. Calismon's very neat, and it's sort of a reverse of the Marsmon image. Not exactly, but like.
I like the blue light reflections on the left side of the card. That looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's neat. It is. Then Commandramon and Sealsramon. What's interesting with the Commandramon one, if you look at like, so the Commandramon's not neat, but if you look at the one in the back, it looks kind of like the guinea pig rabbit things from Apocalypse Meow.
Jeez.
Huh.
It does.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, it's not.
No, it isn't. But like
I mean, even the illusion tracks.
It feels like an homage to that, which is also known as Cat Shit 1.
I'm all in favor of Commandramon being associated with PTSD from going forward.
And then we get Sealsramon being very dynamic as it's slashing under fire, trying to do his best to get a model kit so he can appear on it. And then, Tankdramon. A lot of people are like, oh, this is the coolest art of Tankdramon ever. To me, it's not cool for a key reason. So if you look at this art,
It's just Tankdramon.
It's really busy.
now imagine someone carrying drinks for people and tripping and falling in a movie, and you'll see them make this exact face as they do the slow-mo of them going down.
Yeah, why isn't he looking
Yep.
where he's shooting?
Because he's worried about spilling
When you're
coffee.
shooting everywhere, you don't have to
You
look.
don't have to look.
He's worried about spilling coffee before the big meeting.
He's laying down suppressive fire, okay?
And then
That's not what Tankdramon's for. He's for blowing shit up.
Clavis Angemon in a scene from Time Stranger. AR, did you play through Time Stranger?
I'm still like not even. I don't think I'm halfway through it yet. I
So
kind of took a break.
this is a very memorable scene from Time Stranger because you know how like the game is functionally just Cyber Sleuth, but they've opened up the camera,
Yes.
and the camera is not really working in the sense of if you're in like a closed space. They put you in a maze with him chasing you and you can't hurt him. So you have to try. So you have to try to get out, and he just keeps catching up to you, and then you have to battle him long enough to put him to sleep, so you can then try running around again. And it's just really not thought out well.
Hex gonna give it to you.
Yep. Then Coronamon. This is a cute little jumpy. I'd like it.
He looks so excited.
He doesn't know what he's in for. And then in V-Jump, we got a 2-page spread for the new starter decks. Nothing really new to discuss there. V-Jump was very disappointing this month. The only thing that was new was a new range of adventure products coming to Annabirth in the Toei Online store of Digimon Adventure Denim.
Aww.
Which is denim stuff to be available in May. It's weird because this is the issue where we would have expected them to go over all the Digimon Con stuff. It is the shortest and most V-Jump we've seen. We saw more exciting stuff when it was on like hiatus with Seekers.
Yeah.
We get a 2-page spread for the new starter decks. A half page about Gift Arc, which is neat but fine. Then a chunk of a page going over Tactics in Clay, which is from a month ago, but
Old
still.
News.
And then
like
Denim.
We're already past that.
Denim.
Yeah.
And like zooming in, it's like these are kind of sad and disappointing.
Like go over the Godzilla V-Pets, go over the D-Arcs, go over like, hey, there's a new mobile game coming. Hey, DLC was announced for Time Stranger. We don't know anything about it, but that's neat.
It's like it's just like, hey, wasn't that thing that happened a month ago fun?
Buy Denim.
No longer relevant.
Buy Denim.
And buy Denim. Because
Yes.
that's what we associate Agumon with, is denim.
You know what my favorite part of the Denim stuff is? He is wearing the Denim stuff in the picture.
On the Denim.
Yeah. Agumon is wearing the very baseball cap that he's on.
Yes. And then, AR, were you here for the O2 or Adventure fluffy swaddled plushies?
I saw pictures of them, but I was not.
So the Tamers ones are up for pre-order now and will be on September. Is it sad that they're only including Juri and Rio because they want to make a set of more than 3 of them?
No, in fact, I'd get rid of Rio if I had the choice.
No, that's the one I'm looking forward to.
It feels like it should be Shuichan.
No, I mean, if you're gonna pick 5, these are the 5 to go with.
Yeah.
I don't.
Although
don't
weirdly,
with that.
The first 2, each one had someone with a different face. I think the O2 one, which came first, it was Cody who looked angry. And then
I saw Cody. I saw Angie. I saw Angiuri.
Yeah, and then Adventure, it was Mimi making like a Blink cutesy face, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
1 sec, let me see if
I only saw the O2 ones.
They're just happy that they're getting merch.
Yeah, right.
1 second.
As opposed to, I've noticed that in all of the one consistent theme I've noticed with all of the Tamer stuff in this week's update is that they are very, very careful to maintain Ruki's smile, so it's not too much.
So the Adventure set, which was the second set, Mimi's winking, which I linked that in chat also.
Okay, that's fun. And Takeru and Hikari and Sora have all the same face.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are a set of all 5 for 5,500. So about $40 at the moment.
I
That's
just
not
like the
bad.
ones. I just like the ones with the hair going
Yeah.
past the sleeping bag. That one's. I saw the one with Miyako and the got
Yeah.
Ruki and Juri and I guess kind of the boys too.
Okay, which is the best and which is the worst out of the Tamer set?
Worst one's Jen. Mm,
I think the best one's Jury,
I think the best one's Juri too.
because like the hair like
The
works really
hair,
well.
yeah,
Yeah,
the little
the hair
Little
swoopy.
ponytail just kind of like
Yes,
sticking
little
out.
ponytail was kind of
yes.
popping out there.
And the funny part is like, okay, I love the little decorations. Like the Cyberdramon decoration's great, but Rio is a case where if Cyberdramon was not there, you could not identify that was Rio.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like, wait, is this
I also
Junpei or
Yeah, I also can't remember like what his signature color was in Tamers, whereas the
it just
Yes.
other ones
swapped?
are.
And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
a Tamers pop-up shop for the 25th anniversary at EO. So here's the funny thing: the art here is not bad, but when I look at it, it reminds me of that Christmas art because everyone's wearing plaid again.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
At least it's not quite as bad.
No, here's the thing:
It's not gaudy.
the art quality is fine. The Christmas one that we still mock after 5 years is because the
Was a
actual
travesty.
quality of the art was like busted.
Funny thing is, I have a one of the acrylics for Takato in that outfit.
I
That
think
Christmas
we
one.
all agreed that Chikado looked the worst.
It's the Graph Arts one,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Okay, so that's fine. Yeah. So May 15th through May 27th, it'll also be at the online store. Basic stuff, um, can badges, acrylic
Yeah,
keychains,
yeah.
stands. Um, the die-cut smartphone stickers were I think when I went to look, at least for a few hours, a couple of these showed as sold out.
I mean,
Like they did enough pre-orders that they had to stop to figure it out. And then the second one is graph art, which it's the same theme, but not like representing the same art, which they've done a few times.
And less plaid.
Yes. In fact,
good.
I would say Takato looks significantly better.
Yeah.
He looks so dapper, like he's attending a wedding.
Okay, you know who
Ruki.
doesn't look better here though?
Ruki.
Gilmon looks like his head's a bit
Oh,
flat.
Gilmon, what he's got allergies. What the
Yeah.
heck? He's
Also, his
allergic to those
eye.
flowers.
He looks angry.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ruki kind of looks off on that one too. I think that's like okay.
Now,
The dress for the regular one, like okay, I think she can put up with that. This one's a little much for
okay,
her.
now pop-up store stuff. We got Tamers here. AR, you weren't here when a week ago they announced the Frontier one for no apparent reason.
Yep.
And
I didn't hear
now
about that.
we get a double pop-up shop with Adventure and Beatbreak with different things. Although I think a number of people noted it feels like these mirror each other really well. And I didn't see it until someone mentioned that. So Coco Labo will have them at 2 Animate stores in May and June. Adventure gets the theme of cheering. Beatbreak
Yep.
gets the theme of playing cards.
Beatbreaker's
Honestly, it looked like Mafia AU.
It looks like a casino night at Bridgerton.
So here's the weird thing. The adventure ones, we get the kids, the Digimon, and everyone is taking part and styled of
Yes.
it, like really well.
Yeah.
Beatbreak, they continue the theme where
Mostly.
they don't know what to do with the Digimon in these, so they're either not there, they're not doing anything, or they're decorations.
Mm,
They should put the Digimon in little suits too.
that would be
It would have
cute.
been cute
They
as shit.
should have, but
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're doing that with Shakomon, but Ludomon and that would be fantastic.
you could just put a bow
You
on
could,
Shakomon.
yeah.
Just do a bow. So these are also the
Fill the
standard
shell
stuff.
with dice.
Oh, that would be fun.
That'd be a neat one.
Or you could do the shell game. Shakomon shell game.
Joe looks weirdly happy here.
I mean, they're supposed to be like cheering and supporting, so they're supposed to
Yes.
look happy. The only one I'm like really that ruins the mood for me is Koshiro. He's just standing
unlike
there.
the Beatbreak one where almost everyone is not happy to be here. Tomoro doesn't look happy. Reino looks upset. Makoto's happy. Kyo's very happy. You can't really see Raito's face.
They're serious card
Hotaruko's
players.
upset.
That's like they're
Granite's
serious
upset.
card players. They're ready for high stakes poker or whatever they had to put on those
Yeah.
gaudy shorts for.
And then after that, we got the results of the favorite collaboration monster from the first Godzilla vs. Digimon collaboration, and Godzilla War Greymon just smashed everyone. In fact, I think the order is exactly what me and Dev thought it would be.
Yeah, it's like the one I voted for is at the bottom, but
Yeah.
I
But, like,
understand why.
no,
it's
like
at the
the funny part was we even talked in detail about why that was probably going to happen. Yeah, War Greymon makes this sense here. And he got more than 4 out of every 10 votes. Although no one actually had a bad showing, to be honest. If Skull Greymon had been under 10%, I would not have been surprised.
It's like my favorite, but I understand why
Yeah.
he kind of sucks.
Then we get from the weekend little potpourri batch, a few previews of some upcoming Beatbreak stuff. The SD towels look fun.
I want one.
Then it was Aim's birthday. Digimon music producer posted a nice photo of flowers and a birthday message.
Aw, it's very nice though.
Yeah. Kenji Watanabe was in Paris, France for Gaia TCG, so posted some photos and other stuff. Some neat photos of that event. And also, I like the one where
some art there that wasn't at the Philly one.
I like the one where he's with other people, and the one guy clearly does not want the photo taken, so he's just holding up something
in front of his face.
Yeah.
Is it a clear file? I
don't think
that lamp
so.
looked like a weird. That lamp looked like the weird hat in that picture.
Yeah. Then
you're wrong.
Then the newest, another volume of V-Tamer came out in Spain. So Tenya Yabuno posted a photo, an image noting that that's the volume that came with the bonus chapter, which introduced Parallelmon, which has been in games now.
Damn it, Spain.
Then some Beatbreak art. So first, from last week's episode, Akiminiaki posted, after we'd already done the weekend batch, art of Haruomi in his curry shop gear. And then from the new episode, they posted Makoto under the control of Mamimon. And Takahiro Kojima, the character designer for Beatbreak, drew the Kinoko gang.
Under the control of Mummymon without the wrist thing, the arm thingy.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I saw it. I decided not to comment on it in the post itself.
Nope, that's
what's
not.
He doing with his hand?
That's not under the control of Mummymon. That's just Makoto. He's just decided that's what he wants to go with. He wants quality time. He's going after his love language.
And then
he's gonna comment on the Karatmon.
And then we have questions. So first up was what
I want to see him comment on Karatmon.
And then we have one sent in by Yoshi Man right before the show started. They want to know, what do we think is the chance that they will announce a Beatbreak film or OVA before the end of 2026?
No.
Yeah, I've
done those in a long time.
Yeah.
And we've said it before, it does not really feel like Beatbreak is setting the world aflame, to be honest. If they do Blu-rays, though, I could see them doing some sort of mini episode OVA thing. But if you mean like, oh, Beatbreak ends and they're going to follow it up, almost absolutely not.
I mean, Saber's got like a 20-minute little.
We're not getting the majesty that was the Sabers movie.
Yeah, but well, that was opening for another movie, and I think Dev might have meant that weird episode 0 thing, but that was like a DVD bonus in like the age of selling DVDs. And then someone said, well, V-Pets aren't really the main thing for Digimon anymore. Does it feel like there's been a better selection of them recently? There has been a decent selection of them.
nostalgia spreads beyond
Yeah.
Digimon. There could
Also,
be
they're like easy to produce and customize to like different
Yeah,
niche series and crossovers. So I mean,
yeah, yeah.
it feels like
they're doing
the
well.
it feels like the setup for the color does let them customize it easier because they've done stuff with that that's fun. Then someone said, any movies you're looking forward to this year can be new or a new release of an old movie.
I still want to see the fucking Mario Galaxy movie.
I need to see
I
it.
I'm so like I feel like I should too. Like I get that they're not good, but I also still kind of
Oh,
want to see it.
I like the first one well
Mario.
enough. Was it what I wanted
It's
from a Mario movie? Not really, but I enjoyed it.
it it
I
was.
just
I mean,
want
it
to
was
see
what I,
silly things with Koopas.
it honestly was what I wanted. I don't need it to be good. Like it's fine if it's just cute
Um,
serotonin for an hour.
Unironically, one of my favorite movies of all time is still the live action one from the 90s.
Yeah, I don't hate that movie.
I
It's
have the,
not good,
I
but I
have
don't hate it.
I have the fancy 4K release from Australia.
I feel like I
Damn
need to watch that.
you.
I need to watch that movie again.
Um,
Let's be real.
Also, because there are also home video releases of stuff I'm looking forward to. Is we're a couple weeks away from the 4K HDR release of Speed Racer,
I forgot that existed.
and then um, they're finally doing a good home video release of Drunken Master 2, which is one of my favorite Jackie Chan movies, which I've mentioned many times. So I'm
You
looking forward to that.
have.
Yes. Then Monas, do you think people will play Up and Eliason equally, or one be hyped more than the other? It's hard to gauge so early. It feel
We
I
haven't seen gameplay of Up at all, and obviously
I
Lyson is going to be geared towards people
yeah,
who like card
yeah.
games.
yeah.
I hope Elysian does better. I don't know what's gonna happen though.
Yeah, and someone else asked, which ties into that, we'll be reviewing those games when they're released. I'm sure we'll comment on them, but like, here's the thing: I just don't play enough card games where I feel like I could jump into a license and give an actual review. And Digimon
We'll
Up,
see how it works out. So
I assume I will do what I do with many of these types of games, where I will jump into it, and then after a week or two, I will never touch it again. Is my assumption.
I will see what the gameplay is like.
I mean
I
I
don't
did
fucking know.
I ended up finishing the storyline for Rear Eyes.
If I
But I did
remember,
not really I also did not really engage in the gotcha element
if I
much.
remember right, though, wasn't finishing the story like the last week or two you like speeding along to finish it before it was gone?
Yeah, but I really wanted to.
Yeah,
Like I was that
but
was
but I
something I was like,
mean,
okay, I have catching up to
but
do
I
and
mean it
I
was,
am
but I
actually
mean it
determined to
wasn't
do this.
interesting enough to actually continue with
It's
until it was going to be lost. Is what I mean.
it's I don't play mobile games that much
Okay,
more
fair
like
enough.
it. Like the story was good. I liked the story.
Oh,
The
and
gameplay is
chat is also looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2 and Mandalorian and Grogu. I can't think of a movie that feels like the air has been let out of the balloon more than Baby Yoda the movie.
I didn't realize it existed.
I think
It
I remember seeing a trailer once.
it seems to be, the trailer seemed to just be confusing people because it doesn't actually line up with the show. Like they're trying to make it look like the show did, but without any explanation where you have to wait for the movie for it to make sense. If that makes sense. Like the ship that everyone likes from the show was blown up in the show. They don't have it anymore. They're flying around in it in the movie. Now, obviously it's a new ship, but like that just confuses people who watch the show and who don't like pay attention to stuff in Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then
Mhm.
someone said, Digimon has made me want to look into Japanese monster movies, and I was wondering what a good place to start is. Honestly, the best answer is the cheat answer. Yeah,
Godzilla.
like Godzilla -1 streaming almost everywhere, discs everywhere are cheap, looks modern. If that's so, it's a good place to start. Um, some were weird to start with, find the 90s Gamera films. And if you like Proganomon, he's very clearly based on Gamera.
Yeah, just 1 for 1.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Godzilla's like the cheat. Then okay,
Yeah.
so this one was well timed since AR is here, since he actually went to one.
Oh,
What?
that's right.
Why have the U.S. Digimon pop-up shop seem lackluster? Could we get something better? And what would you like to see in a Digimon pop-up event? So the first one is actually easy, and it's that it's less really pop-up shop and more marketing to get people to know Digimon stuff is there.
It does.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
here's
it did feel like that.
here's a shelf.
Yeah,
Like Digimon, I mean, especially since Digimon, like it has this little corner, and from where I was, that the Mitsuwa also had a big area, a big play area for the One Piece game. But having like this little Digimon corner next to it was trying to capture some of that, and just kind of said,
yeah,
"Hey, we're here too."
yeah.
I think as far as it did definitely seem lackluster, and I think it's just because there's so, if you're interested in buying things, there's you basically choices cards or
Some
model
figures.
kits.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
uh,
which is fine. I bought a model kit there. I
yeah,
wanted to support it, but like it would have been nice if they just kind of filled out the shelves a little better. Bring
yeah.
some of that
It
surplus, bring some of the surplus
Yeah.
junk in
yeah,
there that they're trying to unload. Like just throw some of
yeah,
that on the shelves and watch, and it'd
Yeah,
probably
hell,
get rid of
get a
it for
bunch of
pretty
like
well.
the Pop Mart
Get
magnet
the
figures, toss them
Yeah,
on
get
there.
yeah.
the magnet. I actually, yeah,
It
I got
it
one of those for
it
Christmas.
really
Actually,
does
that's
feel like whatever they happen to have.
yeah. Like just grab some of the
Yeah.
surplus Otadamas or whatever you're trying to get rid of.
And then there's the could we get something better? Yes. And in fact, like it wasn't super fancy, but people seem to like the UK pop-up shops.
I
And
will
those
say that one. I will say that one of the fun things
It
was
was less sad looking.
the gotcha machine was actually really cool. They had the movie poster
oh
one
yeah.
that I thought that was really cool, and they had all of the movie I now have a poster for the first Tamers movie that I never thought I needed.
Heck yeah.
And then someone
Yeah,
said
like
what
that's cool.
and I feel like we've described what we'd like to see in a digital pop-up event, which is we'd like it to feel relevant.
Yeah.
And hell, give us some of those horrible drinks, because I'm certainly not going
Yeah, why
anyways,
the
probably.
fuck not? Just give me.
Give us almonds, give us crushed sesame seed, give us those weird cloudy pink and green drinks that Mimi randomly gets. Hell,
Yeah.
Give us those
give us
horrible pieces of gum
give
from
us
the
give us
Shoto figures.
give us the coffee with a strawberry in it. Wait, no, wait.
But
It was tea with strawberry,
don't
coffee with marshmallow.
please don't say that out
Yeah.
loud because I'm reasonably close to one of those potential venues, and that would mean I'd have to try one, and I don't wanna.
Let's see. Someone said, "What is your personal favorite episode out of all Digimon TV season series with the franchise? Favorite
Oh
episode?
man.
See the problem
Oh,
there. See the problem there is it invariably doesn't end up being the favorite. Ends up being whatever's the most memorable, which is why like a lot of people would go, it's episode 21. It's the one where Leomon dies. It's the other one where Leomon dies.
okay. No, I have an answer for this.
Okay, you
I
go,
do have.
Air.
Now that I think about it, I do have a favorite episode. It is what was it? I'm trying to get the number. It's the Tamers episode where they come back. Episode 41 of Tamers is my favorite episode of all time. It's the one where they come back from the digital world. You have the big dramatic airlift out of the digital world. You have all of the emotions of the family reunion. You have that great scene on the train between Picado and where he's pouring his heart out to
Fake
Jiri
Jerry.
type. Yeah.
Oops.
And like that was like that's there's your emotion, there's your shipping for you. Like that was sincere. And
Yeah,
it was really good dubbing, and it was greatly acted on both sides. That's my favorite episode of all time. So
that's not a bad one. I, fe-
yeah, and
I
it's not one of the ones like and people immediately think of like the ones you'd mentioned.
yeah. Yeah, see, it's hard to not think of the ones that are most memorable just because most memorable.
My
Like,
favorite episode of Adventures, the Flower Power one, where we get Lilymon for the first time.
that's a
Figure that
good
one
one.
out. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Except the funny thing is there's a lot going on, like, everyone is involved, like, all doing their own thing, and it's just rapid fire shot, like, constant going on between different points of action, and Koshiro isn't in the episode at all. It's hilarious. Of all the people
I
to
really
just skip
cannot think of
one.
a favorite.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's your favorites
I
from
mean,
the
one of
re
them
your
is
your favorites from 2020. It's that
is
one
it
episode
the
of
one with
2020 that you really like.
is it the potato one?
It's gotta be there you go.
Potato, Joe using the hammer.
You know, last week put me in a dilemma because I had to try to remember. It's like, did they do a cooking episode in 2020? Because I don't remember whether they did or not. They may
Mm,
have. I know there was one in Cross Wars, but I'm
there's
trying to
cooking.
like, oh god, trying to cycle through all the crap in 2020 in Ghost Game.
There's cooking stuff. I don't think there was an actual cooking one. I
Okay,
think. Someone asked, did any of us try the One Piece Popeyes collab?
I didn't know there was one.
I
It's a
didn't realize it existed, but I don't think there's like
oh,
a
That
Popeyes like conveniently near me to
that
begin
one
with.
it's
that
a
one
little ways
disappoints
away.
me because it feels like that's the time when Popeyes should make sure they're using temporarily the Popeyes character, even though they're
Yeah,
separate.
did I have the right to that?
No, but they do occasionally license it for stuff, but not super often. But it feels like yeah, I didn't try
Well,
the
we need to establish what affiliation that is Popeye would be in, because he seemed like a Navy guy to me, and I don't know if that kind of flies in the face of
Not
the
really
One Piece.
piratey.
yeah
Yeah, he's not really piratey. I think
yeah
he's a government agent.
yeah the
He
food.
works. Popeye works for the man. Screw him.
Nah, Pop Popeye would beat Luffy.
He serves Lord Nelson.
But yeah, it's most of the stuff in the collab that I saw was
Oh,
normal. The only things that were unique was it was a cupcake and like a fruit lemonade that they said was gum lemonade. And I
oh
think
my
they also
God, that is
and I think they did a slushy version of it where it's like pink lemonade. It's just they say it's gum fruit.
great. Now I won't rest until I find a death battle between Luffy and Popeye. That needs to happen now. If I ever meet the epic rap battles of history guys again.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
That'd be good.
I
Then
got such a kick out of it. I got to meet those guys.
okay,
It's really fun.
last chance for questions from chat. Someone said we're close to the 30th anniversary of Digimon. While there was Shin Monzumon with the V Pendant and Lugumon at the tail end of it with Seekers, do we know why there wasn't a 25th anniversary Digimon like prior anniversaries? Will we get a 30th anniversary Digimon next year? We do know why, and it's actually really obvious when you think about it. It was supposed to be Lugumon, but when Seekers only ends up starting like what was it, like 2 months before the anniversary ended,
Yeah.
you can't really go like, oh, it's the 25th anniversary Digimon, but we also are going to introduce him 8 months before we use him. But then it's so close to the end where they're like, oh, we're launching this as part of the 25th anniversary of Digimon, and then like the anniversary's over, and they did.
Also, the real answer is that being the 2050th doesn't roll off the tongue the way being the 20th is.
Yes.
I was waiting for that.
You knew it was coming.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I would expect something for the 30th, especially since there isn't quite as much stuff happening where, like we had Ghost Game running. That kind of clashes with wanting to let stuff go to a degree. So
Did
yeah.
not help that I also had, when I was playing Time Stranger, I did have Zubamon on the regular
Oh no,
rotation.
I did also. His evolutions are
he's
quite
one of the-
helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Zubamon was one that I almost always had in.
He comes up really early too.
Also,
Relatively
am I
early.
wrong, or does he get the crap beat out of him more than others? It felt like he was dying more than, even though I was pumping him up as best I could.
Don't remember.
Maybe he just has a target on him.
Probably.
Yeah. I was very I tried to be selective about who got in what
Makes
fights.
sense. AR, do you have anything to talk about?
Not Digimon related. I mean, I'm still got my blog posts on Tumblr. I'm still doing my quick reviews of like same day reviews of the Beatbreak episodes, so you can still get my thoughts on them on my Tumblr. I am actually still working on my Earthbound project that I'm going to start posting in a couple weeks. So
Oh, heck
check
yeah.
my
April.
yeah. Doing a little fun. I'm doing kind of a fun thing, a little bit of a departure from what I usually do. So look for that starting in a couple weeks. You just keep an eye on my Tumblr or my AO3 for details on that. Or follow me on Blue Sky too. I'm
Yeah.
Airpulver there.
Yeah, I make sure to tag you whenever possible.
You do, yes.
Dev, what Wikimon article would you like people to read?
On Mon.
Can we also
No
send
particular reason.
Yeah,
can,
no, that
can we also send people to the one article to still mock that they have not changed the name out of being stubborn?
Go for it. I don't fucking care.
Despite being used in the sub, the dub, on the Japanese site in English, on the English site in English, it is still not called the 5 stars on
I was
Wikimon.
gonna say is like that they still not gotten to 5 stars yet.
No, they're still going,
Mm.
no, this is an inaccurate translation. It's the 5 planets. And it's like, you can say that, but if you go to the Japanese
My
website
God.
in big fucking letters in English and it moves around, it's 5 stars. Also, the logo's a star, which, like,
Right? It's five
Yeah.
stars.
yeah,
There's no ambiguity about this.
yes. Like, here's the thing. I will give when it's an obvious translation, or if you want to note that planet would be a more accurate translation, even though they clearly want it to be stars. I'm fine with that. It's the same thing where we like point out that Yox2 is an incorrect translation of that Digimon's name. It is Yo-Yo-Mon. Someone made an oopsie on translation, but it is worth mentioning that it has been spelled officially as Yox2. But it's also Yo-Yo-Mon. In this case, there's no disagreement on anything.
Like me still shitting on the spelling Puttymon's like, no, I took Italian for years.
Yeah.
That's plural.
Yeah. I would not expect
Oh my
AR.
God.
I would not expect AR to pop up again soon, although we may kidnap him for the 300th episode in a few weeks, based on his
People.
availability.
Oh my God, people have made unofficial death battles between Popeye and Luffy. I love this. I need to check those out.
Send that shit to me.
Right? Like there's a couple of them.
To be
I'll
fair,
watch them to make sure they're not.
there are entire communities just based around trying to pump out as much of that in the sense of power scaling junk as possible.
There's a death battle fanon wiki that like goes through what they believe
I
that
have to be honest, I would never want to read that ever.
I can't. I mean, I'm not going to attest that it's any good. I haven't actually read it yet. I skipped to the end to see who'd win. I'm not going to say. I'm not. I won't spoil it for anybody.
Yeah.
But
So we will catch you guys next time. AR definitely will not, although we will see his availability when we do episode 300.
I definitely can't do next week. But hopefully you catch me on an off week.
Okay, AR. Before we finish this
We'll
up here,
try.
would you like to guess what they do with Mystery Girl in the first episode?
I actually don't want to guess. I don't like to speculate because then it's
I
like I'm
can-
cheering for a certain outcome.
Yeah, I tend to do that. I will go with the funny guess though. Shipping.
No. That is the last thing that they're gonna do.
Okay, actually no. AR's guess is that she's Serial Experiments Lane.
I don't think that either.
I know you don't. It's just funny.
My bet is
I'm
gonna be she's Homura.
I'd stick with Key the Metal Idol, but now that I remember,
Oh wait,
like,
it wasn't Lane.
I was looking up the
was
plot
Key.
synopsis of Key the Metal. I was looking up the plot synopsis of Key the Metal Idol. I'm like, wow, she really is just Eugen.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know why my brain jumped to Lane. You're right. You were talking about
That's
Key.
because I usually make the Lane
Yeah.
illusions, and this time I'm going with. It's like I also forgot that Key the Metal Idol is like 10 years older than Lane.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's an old show.
me and Dev will catch you guys next time. AR will catch you when he does. Bother AR at his site and social media. He would enjoy it.
Yes, please.
Thank you everyone for showing up. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Uh,
I'm ending. I'm not